Wallace made the move. He's up to third. Good battle here between Cup veterans. You got Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch battling for fifth. Two of the best drivers all time when you talk about the history of the NASCAR Xfinity Series.
And it was really interesting hearing Kyle Busch talk in his pre-race interview about how this might not be the day he wins, but he will win. Didn't have a lot of confidence after not a great qualifying round in round one. He recovered from it. Oh, we got a spinner up in turn 4.
That's the 55. Jeffrey Earnhardt is out of shape. Bring out our first caution of the day. It happens at lap 5, and they may not be done yet.
Wow, racing for the 22nd spot. You could see it.
Lock her down right there.
See that door mark on the left side of the number 55
Good
car.
job not hitting anything, bud.
Somebody gets into his door. No, it's already, someone's already been in his door, and that might be why. He was wobbling all over the place. Great job of hanging in the gas, though. You know, he didn't get on the brakes. He stayed on the throttle and kept it out of that outside wall. Great job of driving there by Jeffrey.
That was one of the tough things for me that was hard to get used to coming into in a NASCAR from IndyCar, was that in an IndyCar, man, you just slow down as much as you can. And in a stock car, you really want to gas it up when you're spinning because it keeps you off the wall. It seems like as soon as you hit the brake, that's basically where you hit. So he did a really good job.
What about how you feel? You're sideways, right? What am I supposed to do? Mad it, I guess.
That doesn't seem to make sense to me.
Makes no sense at all. Jeffrey made it work.
You know, they repaved this place in 2012. Seems like every year since we come here, we get an early caution. The first today comes out at lap 5. It's courtesy of Jeffrey Earnhardt. Joey Logano leading at Michigan. And he's got a big streak on the line. He's finished top 2 in his last 8 starts in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. That's third best all time, talking about Joey Logano, and so good so far in 2015. 5 starts, 3 wins, 2 runner-ups, and he's led almost 600 laps.
We saw Kyle Busch using that higher lane when he got caught in traffic. Be interesting to see if Joey creeps up there and sees if he can make any ground.
Kevin's looking pretty strong. He's third place, and he looks like he's catching.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Daniel Suarez, rookie, making his first start at Michigan International Speedway in any kind of vehicle, brings out our 6th caution of the day.
This kid's been amazing all year long. Didn't have a lot of experience. Got up to speed in a hurry. Hadn't made very few mistakes throughout the year, so be interesting to see what happens here.
Yeah, he's done an impressive job all year long, but, you know, accidents are inevitable, and you got to learn from them.
Inconclusive.
Definitely up too high.
I was going to say, he got up in that portion of the track where you know bad things can happen.
You don't know if he got a little bit of contact entering the corner or if he just got loose in.
20 to go as we get the green flag. Larson inside of Chris Buescher, and right behind Buescher, the aforementioned Kyle Busch.
He decided the best way for him to win this race was to push Buescher. He had a chance to get to the outside. Now he takes advantage of that.
Doing his typical jump in the gray. That allows Larson to go to the lead. Harvick driving by on the inside. Buescher going the wrong direction off of turn 2.
But he maintains in the middle. You can see that red hood. He was able to stay between those 2 cars, but that's not a great place to be.
And look at Logano fanning out. Kyle Busch to the inside for the lead. Menard coming with him. The 2 strongest cars today, side by side for the top spot off of 4. Give it to Logano. Power move.
Busch got loose exiting turn 4, and it gave Logano just...
Keep some of that. Dig it. Flip that mirror up, baby. All good.
4 wide for position behind him.
4 tires on 22 as well, so he's got everything in the world going for him right now, but don't think these guys won't heat him up yet.
Yeah, those top 3 all came down under caution at lap 93, got tires, fueled it up. So we know they're great on fuel, and those fresh tires might have paid off right there.
Look at Kyle close in on corner entry, though. That 54 is not done. Oh, got a crash.
David Starr involved. Hard hit into the wall. The 55 of Jeffrey Earnhardt, our 7th yellow of the day.
All right, that's a shame for Jeffrey Earnhardt. Hard crash for he and David Starr.
Looked like a car got up high. I wonder if the car spun and collected him.
Oh, and Darrell Wallace Jr. also got a piece of the action.
Man, those guys are racing hard from 1st to 21st.
Darrell. Just going to say, Michael, it sure looked like that 3rd lane was coming in, but not the 4th. A lot of 3 wide racing there. That's exciting stuff.
It is. Wow.
Brendan gone up high.
Bubba was loose on the inside of Brendan. Another car got sideways as well. See if we can see what happens to Starr. He's the black car on the inside.
Inside. Keep rolling. Reckon behind you. Gather it up here. Gather it up.
Did it look like maybe Bubba made contact with Brendan and got him loose and then just tried to squirt by?
Well, it looked like Brendan came up in front of him.
And then I think Bubba just tried to gas it up and get by Brendan before he hit him, and I think that made...
See Brendan come across to the left.
And listen to, here right there, he just tried to give it gas to get away from Brendan and got loose and spun out.
It seemed like it was fine. I wonder if someone was on the inside of Bubba. Wonder if it got him a little bit loose.
And you want to stay out of the mess. And we could have a big one right here as we get going with 14 laps remaining. Money is on the line at Michigan.
Harvick pushing Logano down toward turn one.
That's what you want. Except when you turn into the corner.
Kyle Busch hanging right with him in that inside lane.
And this is what Harvick maybe is looking for, a chance to dive to the bottom, take them 3 wide.
Look at the momentum he has, and he has nowhere to go with it.
Elliott Sadler out of line, trying to get in the top 5.
Look at Sadler come. We haven't talked about Elliott all day long. That car is running well late in the going. Oh, Menard sideways.
Ooh,
and he's going to kiss the wall.
Hang on.
They scatter to miss him, and somehow everyone does, but they're wrecking here. That's Conley in the black 14, sideways through the grass, and also the 16 of Ryan Reed. 8th caution of the day, and it takes out one of the drivers that had a chance at victory. Paul Menard and Jeremy Clements in the 51 got damage as well. That team has been on a roll lately.
Looked like he got the worst end of it all. That 51 cars tore up severely on both ends, and Menard's day's over obviously as well.
Tough for that 33, who was a part of the owner's championship equation. Austin Dillon has been able to take that car to victory lane twice this year. You see the window net down as safety officials arrive on the scene of that 51 car driven by Jeremy Clements, a team that has been, as I said, so good lately and always overachieves week in and week out.
Looks like they're stopping him on the back straight too.
Well, we're inside of 15 to go, so NASCAR wants to get this mess.
Yeah, there's a lot of grass across the front straight. I'm sure they're thinking, you know, let's clean it up, keep the track clear. It's safer for the corner workers, safer for everybody, and then it gives us more racing.
Yeah, and
more
heavy
exciting
overnight,
racing like we've seen.
which is exactly what we all signed up for. And I'll tell you that we had that heavy overnight rain here, and that's what created all that debris on the front straightaway that Danica talked about. And there's a good sign, and the fan giving a loud cheer to Jeremy Clements, who's climbed from his race car, will walk to the ambulance and take that mandatory ride to the infield care center.
Menard just gets loose, it looks like. When Elliott Sadler went up, it took the air off Menard's car, and around he went.
Paul might not have been expecting Elliott to come up so much in the corner, and it just was enough to push him up.
And that Jeremy Clements car, he had bounced off the inside wall and then into Menard. Watch the 51 car of Clements.
Yeah, there he is, far right of your screen, got turned, and this camera angle doesn't pick that up. There you see him caroming off that inside wall that Michael talked about.
What a ricochet that was for that young man.
I always feel like when stock cars crash, they're like footballs. You just don't know where they're going to go. And especially here, it's a pretty flat track. They could end up anywhere. You go to a place like we were a couple weeks ago, Dover, it cleans low. But here, they're everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was the 33, the 14, and the 16 that got all the damage. And then Jeremy Clements kind of came out of nowhere, and he really had the hardest impact of all because of that hit on the inside wall, just about where you would make your exit from the racetrack onto the pit lane.
Yeah, and that was a bad angle for him to hit, too. The car really was going fast when he hit that safer barrier. Thank goodness for the safer barriers. They've certainly cushioned that blow for him, but it was significant.